What's going on, guys? We are doing our 1-year review of our Kayo TT140, and we're also going to be shooting a video of the review of this thing, the KMB60. We bought these bikes about a year ago. It's been a little more, like a year and a month or two. We haven't rode them yet this year, really. We had a barbecue last weekend, and this bike got rode around a little bit by some friends. But yeah, so we haven't started them today. We haven't done anything. I'm going to show you guys a cold start. They got maybe 100 hours on them. I want to go over the bads. There's a few bad things. They're not major bad things, but they are bad things. Both bikes, the breathers on the tanks have broken off. So Raylan broke this one off by swinging her foot over it and breaking it. And Levi broke this one off by doing the same. So both have broke. So both bikes now spit fuel at you all the time, which sucks. So we need to get new gas caps. The other thing is, this bike doesn't have it, but this bike has like this clear over the decals. And you can see it's like all coming off everywhere. And then when you pull it off, it's all sticky. And then the bike gets this nastiness going on. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe take off all your decals and buy different ones. Like you can see right here, this is all pilling up. I don't know if it's a protective thing. You're supposed to take it off, or I have no clue. But it's on there and it's annoying. The other thing, this bike, so we leave both the keys on these all the time. We never turn the keys off. They're on all the time. This bike has no juice. It will not start. So, and this is funny to me, you have to put, does it have to be in neutral, or you have to have the clutch in to get this thing to start? Just neutral. Perfect. So you got to be in neutral, gas on, then we got to choke this thing up, and it should fire up. So it kicks over pretty easy. It's not hard to start, which is nice. Get it idling here. Come on, you can do it. All right. So there you go, you see, easy to start. Everything works. The things I like about this bike, it was very inexpensive for what it is, and it's a lot of fun. It's not this big, crazy, powerful 450, anything like that. It's perfect for me putting around with Levi. Carissa's rode this thing. She's learning how to ride a dirt bike. It's really good. It's a little small as far as like suspension goes, so I have a few friends that want to learn how to ride, and this bike may not be good enough to like support them, but maybe it is. I have no idea. We got to get them over here and see if they can learn how to ride. But I think this is a great beginner bike for somebody that has a kid that's riding and they've never ridden and they want something they can learn on, or even a teenager. Like this thing's pretty quick. It moves out pretty good. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun bike. We have a Nibby race carb on here because the factory carb is also a Nibby, but it wasn't tuned up right. And so instead of tuning that one, we had this one laying around. So we just modified it to work on here and tuned this one. It seems a little lean today. Like I said, we haven't rode in a while. So the exhaust was really hot, really fast, burned my finger. And it's got a little bit of a crackle. So one thing, when you start these up, see it's kind of poppy. That's kind of it running lean. And so maybe with a little riding, getting some fuel going through the carb, it would clean up. But that's just because it's sat all winter. We didn't ride all winter at all. I mean, maybe once or twice. So right now it's riding time. So we're ready to go riding again. So I got to get them tuned up, make sure everything's square. But yeah, we've had 100 hours on these bikes probably last year and no problems at all, except for, like I said, the battery, these things breaking, which aren't necessarily their fault. If I didn't have a little girl riding with me, it wouldn't have ever broke. Just things like that. So it's really good. I like the bike, especially for the money. Is it a big name brand bike? No. But does it do the thing? Can you go ride with your kids? Can you go trail ride? Yep, it does all that just fine. So I'd recommend it. We're gonna shoot a little video on this one, and then we're gonna ride around the yard a little bit. So you guys can see some footage of that. There you go. All right, well, that's our view for whatever this is, a TT140. It's a good bike so far for us. We haven't had any issues, but we don't beat on either one of these bikes either. They don't get jumped, nothing like that. We just cruise them around. So if that's what you want, I think this is a great option for a little pit bike for you. So yeah, go get one, enjoy it. I don't know what else to say. Have fun, I guess. We'll see you guys on the next one.